All right, welcome everybody. If this is your first time, Rebecca, welcome. So good to
Thank
have you here. I have a lot of people here from the team, which is great, in the summertime too, which is wonderful. So welcome to Join the Atmosphere. This is actually for us, we do this in 4 parts. This is actually part 4, where we're talking about the comp plan. If you've been in this type of business before, some people might call it the leadership part of that. We start with, of course, the first look is the first one. Then we talk about products on the second week. We talk about business tools and support because we feel like ours is just so unique from a lot of companies. And then, of course, here you are. So, like Joanna said a little bit ago, if you happen to follow these out of order, that's okay. Always come back to find the rest of them. So, let's talk really briefly about what we're going to talk about. There's all different ways to earn in this company. And the very first way, believe it or not, is even as a customer, that our company offers you cash back to shop with us, which is amazing because I don't know a lot of companies that do that, but we do that. And then there also is if you come in as a sales rep or you come in as an unfranchised business owner, where you can come in for the retail commission. Here's one of our products. This is our Ultimate Aloe, fabulous product. And with this, like this is $32, right around. And so obviously that's what you're selling it for. You would get the retail commission on that. All the commissions are based anywhere between 25 to 30%, but each one has its own separate commission amount. But with that, which is going to go along with the program tonight, we're going to talk about BV, and BV is business volume. And every product has its own business volume, which is kind of like a point system. In this case, this has got 15 BV. Okay. And Lynn is going to be the one who is going to be presenting this tonight. So there's all different ways, which are great to earn. It's all according where it is for you. The one other thing I want to mention before I hand this over to Lynn is that another way that we're different is most companies run on a 30-day cycle or a monthly cycle. Okay. And then a lot of companies run on like every 2 weeks. In our case, we are so completely different. 365-day rolling cycle, which means what you are producing as a team and as an unfranchised business owner, it's going to just keep rolling onward, which I love. And then even when you hit day 366, the only business volume you're losing is day one. And she will go into more of that too. But already you're hearing things that are so different from any other company. We are going to have a couple of testimonies after Lynn is done. And then Joanna, who's been in this from day one with me, is going to bring this thing home and really talk about what it has done for so many of us as a team and a community. So Lynn, take it away, my friend. I think I have you set up for sharing.
Let's see. Okay, so you are seeing my 5 steps to build an unfranchised business, right? Okay.
Yes.
Always have to clarify because I had a little snafu once. So, anyway, there are 5 steps to build an unfranchised business. You're going to apply, create, qualify, activate, and then teach and manage and support others. And I'll go through them. So, the first step is to apply. There's 2 ways you can come in. You can come in as a sales rep, which is free. It doesn't cost anything to come in, or you can come in as an unfranchised owner for $149.95. And that is renewed every year. I think it's $119 after the first year, something like that. But anyway, as a sales rep and as an unfranchised owner, you earn retail profits on everything you sell. And what's really cool is if you give a link to somebody and they go and order it, you get your money within seconds. From the minute they submit their order and make their payment, you get paid. How cool is that? Then we have a global meeting, training, and seminar systems available to everybody. You get your shop.com personal website is available to everybody. Most people come in as an unfranchised owner because that's where the real money is. That's everybody gets paid on sales, and sales is today's money, right? You make a sale and you make money today. But the franchise owner and the BV that Molly was talking about is long-term residual income, and that is where the big money is. And so, you get a lot of other additional things. You get some extra websites, you get an app to help you market your business. And that app also can send samples for you on your behalf, which is really cool. And then you get to participate in the comp plan and earn up to $3,600 a week and more from that. So I want to come back to sales rep later at the end. So hopefully I remember to do that. So please remind me if I don't. But anyway, step number 2, you're going to create business volume. Like Molly said, that's like a point system, almost like a rewards, right? You earn so many points for every item that is sold from you or in your organization. And every product has its own BV. I mean, it's easy for you to see what it is. When you log in, you can see what the BV is. But we have so many products to do that with. We have health and nutrition, we have weight management, personal care, age management, babies and children care, jewelry, cosmetics, skincare. We have pet and automotive care. We have internet services. We have SNAP. We have home care. Our SNAP products were eco-friendly before it was even cool to be eco-friendly. And we have our famous debt shredder. I think a lot of people have heard of this because it seriously is an amazing system to help you get out of debt. And so that's our financial services. And all of those things can help you build BV from you and your team. So then step number 3 is you have to qualify. In order to qualify, you need 200 BV. So once you have 200 BV, that opens up your left side and your right side. So now you can start to accrue BV, and that's where the earnings come in. So we have a fast start program that it's for $449. You can choose the wellness products or the skincare. And with that, it's valued at well over $600, and it's only $449, and you're going to get 300 BV. So most people come in this way because it includes the $149 subscription fee. You don't have to pay for that for your first year, and you get free shipping, and you are immediately qualified. So then the step 4 is activate. So in order to activate, you want to bring in a business partner, an unfranchised owner on your left and on your right. And once you do that, now you're eligible to get paid in our comp plan. And you guys, I don't know if I said this already, but I've been in this business for over 25 years now. I have never seen a comp plan as lucrative as this one. It's amazing. It really is. So we're going to go into that in more detail here. But then you're going to teach, manage, and support others. So you see, you're here and you brought in Mark and Kate. Well, you're teaching them the same thing, right? So Mark brought in Megan and Sarah and Rick, and Kate brought in Kevin and Ann and Ben. And so they're just doing the same thing you did, right? They applied, they created the BV, they qualified, and they activated. So people lead to people. So your business is going to start growing, and you're building straight down 2 legs. So you have your left leg and your right leg, and everybody has that, a left leg and a right leg. And so as your business is building, all of this is rolling up to you. And this is super exciting. I'll explain this more in a second. But so let's say I brought in Mark and Kate, and they brought in all these people, but then I brought in Matt down here, and I put him at the bottom of my left side. See, Matt started with the Fast Start program, so he immediately qualified with 300 BV, and he was immediately qualified. But look at this, you guys. Chris got the benefit of that BV. Then Megan got the benefit of that BV. Then Mark got the benefit of that BV. And then you did. And then your senior partner did. We talk, you probably heard this a lot from a lot of different companies, that we work as a team. Nobody works as a team the way we do. We seriously work as a team because I put Matt down here, and everybody on that leg benefited from that. That's like really cool. And the same thing happens if I want to put somebody on the right side, right? And so Erica started with the Fast Start program, and that 300 BV rolled up to Ryan and Ann and Ben and Kate and you, and so on up the line. And it just keeps going. So now the senior partner, somebody above me, came in and they put somebody in, and that volume rolled up again and again and again, all the way up again. So I benefited from even what somebody above me did, and I benefit from somebody below me. Isn't that cool? So now we have Drew down here. He got a customer order. So he made $30 on that customer order. Molly said it was between 25, 30% roughly. That's a pretty good range of what it is. So he made $30 on that and he had 69 BV. So the profit went to him, but the VV goes into the comp plan and rolls up. So down here, Mike, he just ordered some stuff for his own personal use and he got 40 BV for that and some IBV, but we're not going to go into that part right now. But the BV rolled up to Jake, to Ann and Ben, to Kate, to you, and so on up the chain. So as you're growing your team and as your team is accruing this BV, you have the potential to earn $1,500 per week, up to per week, per business development center. So business development center is just you and your two people, right? You and your person on your left, your person on the right. So the volume just accrues and you're earning your cash daily from your retail profits. As soon as that order is placed, you earn it. BV is tracked daily, but commissions are calculated and paid weekly. So as this volume is accruing up your two legs, when you get 300 on each side, 300 on your left, 300 on your right, you're going to get a direct deposit in your bank for $75. When you get 600, which is just 300 more, okay, so 600 total, you're going to get another $75. When you get 1,200 on each side, you're going to get another $150, and 2,400 on each side gives you $300. 3,600 on each side gives you $300, and then 5,000 on each side gives you $600 for a total of $1,500. Now, you can get to a point where you're doing this every week. It's not going to start out that way. It's going to take some time to build, but it grows pretty fast once it starts growing because everybody below you is also working. But you can do this every week if you've worked to that point. That's really cool. So then we also have management bonuses. So every time that any business development center in your left or your right hits that 5,000, 5,000 the same week you do, you're going to earn a management bonus of $600. So here's me. I hit that 5,000 BV. Mark did it. And then what happened? Oh, there we go. Ann and Ben did it. See, Ann and Ben was in my line, maybe not even personally sponsored by me, but one person on each side did it. So I'm going to get that $600. So that means now I could earn $3,600 per business development center. And then you can, as you get bigger and you start growing, you can actually add another business development center at the bottom of one of your sides. And you do the same thing, you do all those same steps. You apply, you activate, you accrue the BV and you grow it. And you can start earning this money. It's almost like double dipping because now you again down here is earning up to 1,500 a week, but you're earning it up here again. So this is like really sweet. Now this is down the road as you get big, right? But there's just so many opportunities for this to work. And it is so exciting. I mean, let me go back just a little bit here. One thing that I really like, and we all do this, but like I said, we work as a team. So this is me, and I get a customer order. Okay, I can put my BV wherever I need to put it in my organization. So if I'm up here and I get a customer order, of course I make the commission on that, but maybe I say, well, Megan is where I'm going to put that BV. So Megan will earn that BV from me, and then it goes up to Mark, and then so on up the chain. So that's pretty exciting. That's like I said, we work as a team. I don't never seen that in any other company. So we also have a tool to help you, and that is our health survey or health quiz, where you're going to be given a link where you can send out to your prospects and your customers that they can just take 60 seconds, fill out this really quick quiz. It's only like their name and email and a couple of questions, and they'll right away be told which products are best for them. So I think that's it. So yeah, so you're probably thinking, can this work for me? And we're thinking, are you right for the business? But one guarantee is if you don't try anything, everything will stay the same. So you're going to hear some more testimonials, but and you can ask any questions you want while you're on this call, of course, but schedule a follow-up appointment with the person who invited you if you have more questions and help, they'll get your questions answered for you. Of course, you can try some products and register as a customer and earn cash back. Like Molly said, you get cash back on everything you buy. You can attend another business presentation that we do every Tuesday night, or you can give it a trial run. So that's what I have for you today.
You gotta mention something more about this.
Yes, I wanted to. Thank you. Thank you. I knew I would forget. I wanted to mention about, I said it was $149 to be a unfranchised owner. And you can come in as a sales rep for free, but you don't get all the benefits of the unfranchised owner. If it real and then of course there's the fast start kit that's $449. If you can't afford the $449, then maybe think about doing the $149 as the unfranchised owner. But if you can't even do that, obviously that's what you'd want to do. But if you can't, we've had people come in as sales reps before, and then they sell the products, make some money, and then they can upgrade. So I wanted you to know that we love you no matter how you decide you want to come in, and we're here to support.
And we also have one other way, Lynn. We have the $169.99, which is awesome because they get 2 free products with that, and they can use those products for samples. They can use those products themselves. They can use them for trial size marketing. And all trial size marketing is just handing samples out to your future customers or somebody you talk to. And chances are, once they try the product, I know, the digestive enzymes are in there. That's one of those products that you feel immediately. How many times does somebody go out to eat, you feel bloated, you overeat, or you ate something you shouldn't? That product you feel right away. So I love handing out that product at, hey, Barb, hi, at farmer's market, or, in a restaurant or anywhere. I handed it out to our waitress today. I said, do you ever overeat and feel bloated? And she was happy to have that product. So you never know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a great thing.
I think we had some testimonials, right?
I'm sure we do here. Let's see if we can unshy a few of these people here. Tracy, in particular, I want to come to you because you had been working for a solid year, trying to find your partners. And you know what? Then all of a sudden, here we go. The checks are coming, and talk about that. Come on, I know you're
Molly.
talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's coming from another direct sales company and starting over really in this because I didn't have a whole lot going on in the other company at that point. It really was starting over, and it was falling in love with the products myself and replacing everything I could with the products here. And then it just kind of, bubbles out of you. You talk about it, you live it. And so it's exciting, and people see that and they see how it's affecting you. And so it took me a while to find somebody that was, really interested in coming into the business with me. But over that time I was building up, all that BV just on one side. And then as soon as I found both my people, I started putting on the other side, and it was just like within the last couple of months, it was bonus, 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 or commission, whatever. So it's it just snowballs as you build it.
I agree.
And what's cool is, like Molly said, is that you build that BV even though you haven't got your people yet. You've got a full year, so you're not going to lose it. Like you've got, and then even then it only drops off a day at a time because it's 365 rolling year.
Right. I was coming right up on that year, and I was a little worried about it, but then I realized, well, I'm only losing just
One day.
that one day.
Yeah.
It really made no difference.
And
So
for
it
the
was,
new people watching, if you're thinking of what are these banks they talk about, if you just think about it as savings banks, you get 2 savings banks. And we're depositing into your banks all the time. The whole entire team is depositing into the savings banks. And what happens then when you find 2 of your business partners and you bring those 2 in, then your banks start paying you and overflowing. And that's when the overflow comes into you and into your bank account. But from the beginning, you get the retail profit immediately into your VIF wallet, which you can use for anything that you're buying, or you can save it up. It depends. You can do whatever. I know I like my VIF wallet to accumulate, and then I pay for my order with it.
Or you can deposit it in your bank or put it on a debit card or whatever.
I
Yeah.
think one of the big things for me in this is that there is no part of this business where you are not in some way helping somebody.
Mhm.
Where I come from, you're a team, right? But a lot of what you were doing was all personal. And most of the businesses that is how it works. But this was completely 100% different. What I do, let's say that I'm a great top seller. Let's say that, you know what, maybe I do share easier than some people. But what I do and what I acquire helps everybody on the team. That to me was the most amazing thing because a lot of people say, no, I can't because I always feel like I'm by myself. And in this company, that does not happen ever. So I think that's a big Yahoo. If you're watching this on replay or you're watching it in person, you are never by yourself in this. And I love it.
Yeah.
Well, we have a special guest on tonight. We have Barb Bolt, who is on, who has been with the company for over 32 years. She is a health coach. She's become a dear friend to me. So, Barb, if somebody was watching this and you had something to say to somebody who was contemplating possibly joining the business or registering a business, or, what would you say?
Get her to unmute herself. There we go, Barb. Maybe that'll help you.
Nope, you're muted. Muted.
He's trying to unmute.
All
There
right.
you go.
There you are.
I'm on a lot, like whatever. Well, what would I say? So the question is, what would I say to someone new that wants to start the business?
Yeah.
My question is, why do you want to start the business? 30 years ago, literally 30 years ago, my husband and I, we had four sons. We still have four sons, but they're like 30 years older. And what we wanted to do is provide Christian education for them. I'm a Christian, or was a Christian elementary teacher. My husband was a principal in a Christian school, and we loved what we did, but they did not pay us a lot. And so money was never a object, or we didn't need any more. But when you have tuition at a Lutheran high school, understanding this Lutheran high school was 35 miles away. So we had to make a commitment, and we needed an extra $300 a month. I didn't question the company. I really didn't question the products, understanding we had very few products 30 years ago. But what I wanted and needed was an extra $300 a month. I listened to my mentor, Norm Roth. He said, Barb, you can do this. And I just did what he told me to do. Then he told me it was a business. And I'm going, oh my gosh, I don't want a business. I just want $300 a month. And my story goes on, and that's a true story. And the bottom line is, I, within it's a slow business because we worked it slow. We only had 4 to 5 hours a week to do this business. And so we fit it in the nooks and crannies of what we were currently doing. And we came into the business in January. By July, we had gone through the pay cycle, which was $1,500. Now, understanding we weren't good money managers, but that money we could manage. And so I gave $1,500 to the high school. And by November, we had gone through the pay cycle again, and we gave another $1,500 to the high school, and the tuition for our third son was paid. Understanding, before that, we had all the money we wanted. Why? Because we refinanced our house, we took out more credit cards. And so, because of that, we could literally become debt free over the last 30 years. And so, this business will give you what you want, whether it's health, whether it's wealth, and it is a part-time based upon your schedule. So that's why I love this business, and that's why I'm still in the business. And I can leave it. It's a legacy I can leave to my children.
Yeah.
Thank you. Barb, I couldn't have planned that or asked you what to say any better than what you did. So thank you for, I know you're never shy. So thank you for speaking, even though you didn't know you were going to speak. So I appreciate that. as you heard from some of our team members, and you heard from Barb, who has become a close friend, if you are watching this as a replay and you just have some questions about anything that you heard tonight, reach out to the person that invited you. There is so many opportunities in this business. You heard Lynn say we have Motives Makeup, we have Custom Blend Foundation, we have a debt shredder program that helps people get out of debt. We have a web center. If you know somebody who needs a website, we can help create a website. If you want to get healthier, we have a lot of health products. We have training. If you want to get slim, we have a Go Trim website. And all of this comes with training. So if you're thinking, oh man, that's a lot. It is, but you get to choose which avenue you want. You're not stuck in one place. You may talk to somebody and they may say, oh, my stomach hurts or this or that, or, oh, I need to go get a website created for my business. You have all of this in your mind when you start. And you don't have to know it all, because there's people like Barb, who is a health coach, that you can go to at that there are health coaches that we can go to. There are web center people that create for us. There's the debt shredder program, and there's training all the time. So we have so much training that you can access any time that you want to become better at anything. We will be back next Tuesday for I think we're on products next week. I think we're up to,
No, we're first look.
oh, we're on the first look. Okay, we're on the first look. I lost a week. So we're on the first look next week, which will help you understand the business, give you a little bit about the product, some videos, and give a little, we'll give some testimonies there about what the products have done for each one of us. Because let me tell you, there's been a big transition from when we all started to where we are now, from allergies to weight loss to breathing, just so much. So we invite you back. And Becca, I want to thank you for jumping on. And if we have any other guests that jump on, I want to thank you for jumping on, and get with the person that invited you.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, and we hope to see you next Tuesday. Have a great
Thank you.
evening,
Next week.
everybody.
See ya.
Thank you.